welcome to Tarot Sherpa. I'm Christine, and today I am going to do a tarot reading using the Night Sun Tarot deck. I've just completed a review of this deck. If you're interested in seeing all of the cards and a little bit about the author-artist, I will put a link to that in the description box below. So we are going to do the Trident of Shiva spread today, which is a spread that is featured in the little white book that comes with the Night Sun Tarot deck. And this is a spread where you have to separate out your major arcana from your minor arcana. So I got everybody nice and shuffled here. We're actually going to begin with our major arcana. So, all right. A, B, C. All right, we have the star, the devil, and the sun. This will be interesting. So, star, devil, sun. Okay, so where are we going with this? The star. This card represents the past. So, in the past, there's been healing, there's been hope, there's been moving towards the guiding light, which is the star. Let's see. For our star here, other things to consider is where did you direct your energy? Where should you direct your energy? The devil. The devil in this deck is very prominently a hermaphrodite, which is quite interesting. What temptation in your present continues to blind you? So remember, the devil represents temptation, addiction, confusion, fear, illogic, anything run amok that has interfered with your natural rational process or your progress to your higher good. That's where the devil lies. And so that is what's going on in the present. So let's look to the future, though, because the future we have the sun, which looks to me like you're going to break out of this sometimes just by recognizing you're trapped in a bad pattern of beliefs. That enables you to break free and move towards this more optimistic card of the sun. So when we're looking at the sun, we're thinking hope, we're thinking forward movement, we're thinking light that has come to penetrate the darkness that's here. So we had a little bit of light here in the past. It's been obscured here by the devil, but coming through this phase is going to bring you a lot of joy and strength and optimism, hope, new energy, new creation. Where do you draw your energy for your plans? That's the question that the Sun card is asking. Okay, so let's go to our minor arcana here, and we need to find out how we're getting from this devil to the sun. What is your advantage here? Advantages. 3 of Swords. Okay. So this may seem like a really difficult card to think of as an advantage because the 3 of Swords is usually, well, it's often defined as heartache, but what really, when you're thinking about swords, it's the mental energy of thinking about heartache. It is the idea that there's some tough choices that you had to make to get out of this sense of addiction, whatever thought process, whatever pattern of life that you were immobilized by. It's time to break free from that. And yes, there is some pain. There's like a willingness to cut yourself off from what this is and to move forward because you know that there's brighter days ahead. So this as an advantage is really looking towards making hard but positive change in your life. All right. Next card up, disadvantages, 5 of Pentacles. So 5 of Pentacles often represents want. It represents feeling exiled. It represents being cut off from supportive elements. And so you may feel like you're having to do this all on your own, and maybe you are. Maybe the things that normally would support you are what's keeping you in this bad pattern. Um, so if you so in breaking free, you may find that you're isolating yourself from things that are familiar, from things that you used to think were helpful. But at this point, they're decidedly not helpful, and it is time to take this healing and hope and get it to a bigger, brighter, bolder direction of the sun. So, looking closely at this Five of Pentacles, scarcity, being outcast, being cut off from support. Yeah, fives are usually a movement in a negative direction. Threes are a mark of stability, but the mental stability here is having to overcome the heartache of what it's going to take to get out of this situation. Breaking patterns is really hard, whether it's a severe addiction to something or just a habit pattern that keeps you stuck. Something that's draining your energy, something that it's detrimental to your overall growth. And sometimes it can seem like something small. It can seem like, well, an extra drink isn't going to hurt me, or an extra um, serving of food, or you know, uh, you know, living with something that's unresolved. It's okay if I blow up at my neighbors; they're jerks anyway. Just little things that can add up that just really poison your life. If when you decide to embrace the pain of making change, then yeah, you come through beautifully. You come through with all of the energy and the power and the light of the sun. Difficulties in the present. This is acknowledged, but it's worth the pain. This is definitely worth the struggle right here. And yeah, you're doing it on your own, but it's part of your path, it's part of your growth, and it's what's going to make you a stronger person as you move through this and go to the other side. So, yeah, difficult cards. Anytime the devil pops up in a reading, it always indicates a lot of difficulty, a lot of struggle, a lot of obstacles to be overcome. But though painful, definitely worth overcoming. It's like the old sage says, resist the devil and he will flee. Well, sometimes you have to resist, and then you have to keep resisting, you have to keep going, you have to keep going, and a lot of times it means you're going it alone, and a lot of times it's hard. But definitely coming through with the sun, definitely worth it. Hope on the other end. All right, I hope this has helped you. If you like this video, please hit like. If you like this type of reading, please subscribe, and I will see you in a future video. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.